Hello everyone. So in this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to find unknown angles with inverse sine, cos and tan. We're going to be working from the Haese book from chapter 10c.2, and you can find this question at question 4a. So first up, we're going to always go through our steps. We're going to draw our triangle. We're going to label the sides. We're then going to choose our equations. This is our sa, ka, toa. And then we are going to solve it. So first up, we're going to draw the triangle nice and big. And always drawing it in the same direction that it's in the book. I'm going to call this angle A and this angle B. We're going to have 13 meters on this side, 10 meters on this side. And essentially, we want to find angle A and find angle B. However, we still need to label our sides. But we're going to do this a little bit differently now because we're going to break it into two parts. So based on angle B, we're going to call this our opposite side. This is our hypotenuse, being the longest side. And this is our adjacent side next to it, the one remaining. So I'm just going to write here, working out angle B. So we're going to choose our equation. So we're going to choose whichever equation has our adjacent and hypotenuse in it. So this is cosine. So therefore we will have cosine angle B equals adjacent, which is 10, divided by our hypotenuse, 13. We're then going to use our inverse function. So we'll have angle B equals inverse cosine. That's what that little -1 represents. Multiplied by 10 divided by 13. We then put this into our calculator. And you should get 39.7 degrees. Don't forget to do your angle in degrees and to write all of your units and in 3 significant figures. Now I'm just going to erase this little part of the triangle. And now that we have our angle here, we're going to actually fill it in. So 39.7 degrees. We're going to come to that later. So now that we've done that, we're going to now work out angle A. So I'm going to erase this because it makes it easier to see. So we are now going to focus on a different part. We're going to be focusing on A. So we're going to relabel our sides because it's always in reference to the angle. So we're going to draw our arrow again. Now this is going to be our opposite side. Notice how the sides have changed. Now our hypotenuse is always going to be the longest side, so that stayed the same. And now this is our adjacent side. So we need to work out which formula are we going to use. So we're going to choose whichever one has our hypotenuse and our opposite side because we want to use our two knowns. You can only have one unknown. In this case, the angle is our unknown. So we're going to be using sine because sine is the one with our opposite and hypotenuse. So as a result, we're going to get sine angle A equals opposite. which is going to be 10 meters, divided by hypotenuse, which is equal to 10 divided by 13. I'll write this in one line now. So we're going to have sine angle A equals 10 divided by 13. We're going to use our inverse sine to get our angle by itself. So we're going to have sine to the power of -1. That's our inverse sine operator. And we're then going to use our calculator to work out the answer to this. And you should get 50.3 degrees in 3 significant figures. So we're going to come up here now and we're going to fill in, just check, what was it, 50.3 degrees. Now, we're going to do our logic check. So I'm just going to erase this so we make some space. Logic check. So we're going to check that all of the angles add up to 180 degrees. So we have, let's call this one angle A, this one angle B, and this one angle C. I know that was different to before, but never mind that. So we're angle A plus angle B plus angle C must equal 180. So let's check this. So we have 90 plus 50.3 plus 39.7. And what do we get? 180 degrees. So we are correct. I always will encourage you to do a logic check on all of your answers to avoid silly mistakes. Now, if it didn't equal 180 degrees, that's a cue to go back and check your working and try to identify where you've made a mistake.